Hi. Hey. Welcome back. Alright, as you can see from the thumbnail, this is a video about everything that I have learned after a year of full-time RVing. So I have a couple notes, so you might see me like look down every once in a while. So let's start off with some introductions. So I am Meg from megford.com, which is a travel blog, lifestyle blog, kind of a lot of stuff packed in there. And this YouTube channel is all about how I live and the crazy adventures that I have living a minimalist lifestyle in a tiny house. My tiny house is actually an RV. So we bought a brand new RV last year, like brand spanking new. We kind of gutted the inside and remodeled it to be a tiny house with a bunch of upgrades that most RVs do not have. And I've done this for a whole year, along with my husband and 2 kids. Important detail. So I want to share with you what I've learned. And one of the biggest things that I've learned is how inexpensive it is to live in an RV. When you live in a smaller space, you use less electricity. I feel like I tend to use less water. There's not expenses like taking care of a yard or all the things that kind of go into like home ownership. Also, rent is way cheaper. I mean, of course, depending on where you live, but we're up in North Carolina, and that was like $2,500 for the year. Yeah, for the year. Right now I'm in Florida, and this spot I want to say is $700 or $800, right around there, and it includes Wi-Fi and it includes utilities. You just pay, or no, it includes water, you just pay utilities. So, I mean, you can save so much money when you do full-time RVing. I did not realize how cheap it would be. And because it was so cheap, it really has allowed us to have some crazy, wonderful adventures. We've gone to Disney so many times. Man, where have we been? New Orleans. Where have we been? California multiple times. All over Florida, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Texas. Oh my goodness. Just go back into my YouTube videos for the last year. We have had some crazy, fun, amazing adventures. Let's see. I also wrote that it makes a lot of room for you to save money. We were able to save a lot of money, like save up money, stockpile money, pay for Alex's school. He got an MBA, and we paid completely out of pocket to a really, really good school. Weather. So what I learned full-time RVing is that, I mean, you can never really predict the weather, and I was really scared about extreme weather and living in an RV. Like, to me, I was like, oh my gosh, I live in a hut, and it's not going to be able to like weather storms and stuff like that. And we've gone through 2 winters with snow, or 1 winter really with snow, and it did just fine. Like, the propane held up, and we've gone through a hailstorm and some pretty bad Florida storms. Everything has held up just fine. So you are pretty safe in an RV, although if there's wind speeds and stuff like that, all the major weather people say, like, if you're in a mobile home, you need to get to a safe place. I would definitely listen to that. I don't know if it could withstand wind and things like that. So yeah, also I realized that not everybody's RV is winterized, and if you are looking to go into full-time RVing or just buying an RV, definitely get a winterized, or what they call all seasons RV, which means that a lot of the parts of it are insulated, including the tanks and things like that, so that things don't get frozen shut or the pipes stop working. We also bought a heated hose that we hooked up from the like actual spigot where we get water into the RV, so that that whole thing wouldn't freeze. And then we like the spigot where you get water from wherever you're hooked up, we had that like wrapped and stuff so that it wouldn't freeze. So there's little things like that that I'm like, wow, you really have to like prepare for winter. But summer, I mean, it's been, what was it, yesterday or 2 days ago, it was like 95 degrees here in Florida. And we have 2 air conditioning units, which was an upgrade that we put into our RV. Instead of just 1, we got 2. And it held up pretty great. It kept it, I want to say, like right around 73 or so, 72 or 73. And it was very comfortable in here. It's very comfortable at night. So yeah, that's a little tip. I if I could go back, I don't know if I would have bought a brand new RV. We paid like well over $60,000 for this RV, so I think I would buy an RV used from somebody, but less than 2 years old. Like nothing with too much wear and tear, nothing too old, how they used to do maybe some wiring and some plumbing. That's what I would recommend to everybody who's looking for an RV or going RV. If you're going to get used, don't go, more than a couple or a few years old. What else did I say? All right, let's talk kitchen. So I was worried about like living in a smaller kitchen, cooking for a family of 4 in a smaller kitchen. It was actually great. You really only use a couple burners at a time. I have 3 burners. The oven situation, I actually ended up getting a Ninja air fryer, dehydrator, oven, toaster thing. It's like an all-in-one crazy thing. And I think if we ever go and move into a house, I think I would definitely rebuy it because it's just the best thing ever. It does everything. And that really saved us because the ovens inside of RVs, even if they're propane hookup or electric, they don't cook as fast and they don't cook as well, even if they're convection oven. It's just not as fast. Like you can't bake a whole chicken like you usually want to in like an hour. It takes almost double. So yeah, also the fridge, I don't know if you can see behind me, is a residential size fridge. I'm really glad that we got the residential size and not the smaller. We would have had to keep going to the grocery store over and over and over, and that would have not been good, especially during COVID and stuff. We were trying to like limit our visits to the grocery stores. And then the pantry, I don't know if you can see it, but this whole side is 4 giant shelves for pantry items. I also have plates there. Man, that was so useful. If you're going to full-time and you're going to have more than 2 people in your RV, if you have kids, definitely figure out the pantry situation. That is so important inside of a kitchen. What else can I tell you? Oh, water. Okay, so everywhere you hook up, the water is different. Water filtration standards vary between cities and counties and everything like that. 100% you need a filtration system to go from your spigot into your RV for drinking water and also for like shower water. You'll notice if you go to places that aren't treated well, it'll stain your sinks and your toilets and your shower. For drinking water, we of course use like the filtrated water, the filtration system that hooks up to the hose, but also all of our drinking water and cooking water we put through a Berkey. This is the best investment for anyone ever, for any kitchen, RV or not. It is a water filtration system. It literally filters out everything, fluoride, particulates, metals, like literally everything. And every time we put water through it, it tastes the same. It is the best. It is the most pure water you will ever taste. It's so good. Definitely get yourself a Berkey. I'll put a link to that. You can buy it on Amazon. It's really not that expensive. And the filters last 7 years. So excellent, excellent investment. One thing that I realized living in an RV for a year is how much time we spend outside. Like, location is so important. Where you park it really matters. Like if you think, oh, I'm going to save money, I'm going to get an RV and I'm going to park it in like my friend's backyard. It's a small space, and if you choose to park it in some of the coolest campgrounds and coolest destinations, you're going to spend so much of your time outside that when you do come inside for, let's say, some meals, or if it's raining, or to sleep, it's almost like a respite. It's a beautiful place to come back to, but the point of it is to take you to really crazy, amazing places. So as often as you can, get outside. Eat outside when you can. For example, with the kids, we go scooter, bike riding, take a walk, literally just randomly explore. Get outside. Let's see, what else did I put on the thing? Oh, a really cool thing that I want to talk about is when you are in a campground, and kind of moving around, and you meet other RV people and full-time RV people. They're really nice and polite. Campgrounds are so different from like staying in a resort. There's this sense of community, and everybody's like willing to help each other and talk, and you can make some really great connections and some really good friends staying at campgrounds and just talking to people. So be friendly, make connections. One of the biggest pieces of advice that I can give you is to not stress. RV life is not as scary or intimidating as most people think it is. There's a YouTube for everything. So if you have an RV or you're looking into getting an RV and you don't know how to hook up the sewer hose, or what the sewer hose is even called, it's called a stinky slinky. How do you change the propane tank? How do you empty the black tanks? How much voltage do I need to be able to hook up my RV to an electrical outlet? All this stuff. There's YouTube videos for everything. I have some YouTube videos that are informational about how to hook it up, how to empty the tanks, all that sort of stuff. So definitely go look into my playlists for that. But YouTube is the best, freest form of education right now. So if you have a question, look it up, and you're gonna see it was so simple. Nothing to be afraid of. I do think that RV living is just such a great way to bring adventure into your life, to bring focus into your life, and to simplify your life. I'm so glad that we took the chance and kind of sold everything and simplified our lives and moved in all together. It's been great for our family. It's been great for my marriage, because you kind of have to learn and develop habits in communication. You have to stay in constant communication. You have to get along with the other person. You can't storm off and leave like you're in 360 square feet together. You have to find a way to get along, and that includes with your children. So it's really, really beneficial. I encourage anybody who's thinking about doing it, take the leap. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. You don't know when a pandemic is going to pop up. You don't know what state the world is going to be in tomorrow. So do it. Take a risk. Have your adventure now, because tomorrow is not guaranteed. Ooh, that felt so deep to say. Thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, please push the little thumbs up button and like this video. Definitely subscribe to my channel for more content about RV living, tiny house living, minimalist lifestyle, or any type of crazy adventures that I find myself in. Don't forget to click the little bell, because then you get a notification when I put out a new video. And definitely follow me on social media. I've got TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of that stuff. So go follow me there so we can be friends on social media. And don't forget to go to my blog, megfort.com, so you can get all this information in one place. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!